Hi, welcome back to our channel. I have been asked to do a video on what we use for our curriculum here in our homeschool, and today is the day that we are going to do that video. So let's just get started. So every morning after we're done with our calendar exercises, we get started on Mondays and Wednesdays. We do block schedules here in our homeschool. Monday and Wednesdays we do language arts and history. So on Mondays we normally start our day off with grammar, and this is the 100 plus series that I got off of Amazon, and it gives daily grammar assignments that the kids will need to complete. We'll go over those in a lesson to make sure that they understood the grammar topic that we went over, and that's how we pretty much start our day. So grammar for all the grades across the board. So this one is for grades 1 and 2, so my first grader and my second grader do this one. We have one for 3 to 4 for my fourth grader. She does that one. We have 5, 6 for my sixth grader and 7, 8 for my seventh grader. And that's what we use for our grammar. When the kids are done with their grammar, the older kids start on their reading comprehension work. And this book is also in the 100 plus series. Also got this off of Amazon. And basically it's the same way, same setup in the grades as the grammar. So my fourth grader, my sixth grader, and my seventh grader, they will read a passage in their book, and they will answer questions according to what they've read. And once they have accomplished that task, we go over it, make sure that they understood the lesson that was given to them in their reading comprehension book. And that's how we start with the older kids. With the younger kids, however, they have what is called All About Reading. So this is the teacher's manual. Is this the teacher's manual? Yep, this is the teacher's manual. So the teacher's manual this is not the teacher's manual. Hot dog. Okay, so this is the activity book that my first grader and my second grader use. The teacher's book is pretty much, it just gives the lesson. I go over that lesson the day before to see what the kids are going to be learning, make sure I familiarize myself with that topic, and the kids learn different reading techniques, and they're given little helpful activities that they can do as far as their reading are concerned. So these are word flip books. So they take these and they take them and I staple them into little books. So in this lesson they would be learning about air. So it would be care, bear, dare, fair, hair, share, rare, and that's the sound that they'll be working on with that. So that's what the little kids do as far as reading, and it comes with a smaller reading book that they read along on stories that are on their level that they're learning throughout their reading. Once Monday is done once we're done with our reading and our grammar lessons, we move on to writing. This has been our favorite writing curriculum thus far. We have gone through lots of writing curriculum, and this one by far, Writing with Ease, is my absolute favorite. This is level 1, and I use level 1 for my first grader and my second grader. Level 2 I use for my fourth grader. Level 3 I use for my 6th and 7th graders. It goes up to level 4. Level 4 is optional if you want to do that one, and then it moves on to Writing with Skill. So, and that's a little bit more in depth with writing. So basically what happens in Writing with Ease, I will read a passage to my students, and I will ask them questions based on their based on the reading exercise that was given to them, so the prompt that was given to them, and they're learning here in level 1 for the little girls on how to answer incomplete sentences, because the more that they answer incomplete sentences, it's likely that they will begin to write incomplete sentences. So it pretty much goes with the notion that the way you speak is the same way that you write. So there's dictation exercises involved, there's copyright exercises involved, and there's also narration exercises that the girls and my oldest boy use to complete this writing curriculum, and I love it. It's my favorite. We also do handwriting, and this is just a Zaner Bloser handwriting book that you can also get on Amazon, and I've been using this for my kids since about kindergarten. My first grader has been doing this since she was in kindergarten, and I believe this is her book actually. Yes, this is my first grader's book, and as you can see, her handwriting has clearly improved throughout her. So and then writing in cursive out the gate eliminates dyslexia because all of the letters are formed differently, so she won't really get confused with B and D because they're formed completely different in cursive than they are in print, which would make it a little bit more harder for her to understand the difference between B going that way, D going that way, how to fix that. So that's what we do on Mondays and Wednesdays, language arts. And later on in the day, some of the kids, the older kids mostly, will go online to Duolingo.com, and they'll go over some of their Spanish lessons. Also on Mondays, mostly in the afternoons, because the morning is just filled with lots of language. We do ancient history or Bible history for the kids, and we just go off of that lesson. So mostly we've been learning about the Israelites. We've been going over the captivities of the Israelites and life, what it is as an Israelite in the Bible. I have this book that was actually given to the kids by one of our neighbors in California, and it's called When on Earth, and it pretty much is a art or illustrated version of history. And so in this one, it talks about Bible stories. So we look through this one to get ideas on what we could go over in our history lessons and things like that. So that's what we generally start off with, but we end up in the Bible series and going through that. So once the kids have gotten through a lot of that Bible history and we start to move into American history, I have the Black Holocaust for beginners, and I also have the history of slavery illustrated to show the kids how exactly American history and how exactly our people came to be here. So great resources, both of these books, The History of Slavery and The Black Holocaust for Beginners, both bought off of Amazon. And that's our Monday and Wednesday curriculum that we go over. And now we are moving on to Tuesdays and Thursdays, where our curriculum consists of math and science. So math, if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that sometimes I get quite frustrated with math. But I will say that we have picked one of the best math curriculums out there. We use what's called Math-U-See, and it's a demi learning tool. And the reason why I really love this math curriculum is because it breaks it down into different concepts. So this is my 4th grader's math curriculum, and this entire book is just on fractions. She learns the entire concepts of fractions from beginning to end, so that by the time she's actually done, she will have mastered some 6th grade concepts, especially where fractions are concerned. So usually in other math curriculums, you'll learn a concept, they'll give you practice, you'll stop probably that concept, and then they'll move on to a different concept. And sometimes when you're going back to that first concept, you will have forgotten things. So like one of my younger girls is working on double digit addition. So her math curriculum. Spans the entire gamut. So it goes from 2-digit to 2-digit by 2-digit to 3 by 3, 4 by 4, and it goes all the way up to 5-digit by 5 digits. So, and then clearly in first grade, she will have mastered double-digit concepts far above what a first grader would have been taught in regular school. So that's what I love about this. And this curriculum comes with the instructor manual, it comes with the student workbook, and it also comes with tests. And in the instructor manual, it gives answers to all of the problems that are in the book. So you don't have to be a master of that. Very easy instructions on how to teach the concept to the students. And then there are answer keys to all of them. And also what I love about Math You See is there is a math hotline where my kid is not quite understanding. They can call the number and get help by anybody on the Math You See team to help them understand that concept. So math is done earlier in the morning, and usually after math is done, we move into science. So I'm not really big on science. My husband teaches science, and so I try to keep things easy for me, because really the kids are just learning about their surroundings as far as science is concerned, and they don't really need science with labs until they get into higher grades, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. So for right now, we have a subscription to Kiwi Crate, and Kiwi Crate has a mail subscription that the kids get in the mail every month. This one is Kaylin's. So this is a Kiwi Crate, and it's for ages 5 through 8. We have what's called a Tinker Crate for our older kids, and that's for 9 through 12. And what happens is the kids get this box in the mail once every month, and they're very excited. And inside this one, we're dealing with the solar system. And inside of this box, it pretty much gives them everything that they need to learn about the solar system. So they have this, which is going to be like a mobile of the solar system. That's outlined here. And it gives all of the supplies that come in the box that you'll need in order to complete the activity. And each box comes with 3 activities that the kids will do, and a book and a magazine that teaches them different ways that they can use this information. So I love this mailer. It's great for the kids. They have fun. We've done the human body and things like that. And if I need more information as far as the solar system is concerned, we'll go to the library and we'll pick out books on their level that talks about the solar system. Now, I know you're wondering what exactly I do, especially in math or in science, when there's so many kids and everybody needs questions, or what happens if a kid finishes early, or what happens if I haven't quite gotten to a kid, especially in math, to teach them that concept. A friend of mine signed our kids up for highlights, and this has been a lifesaver. And I love this book. I've had this book since I was a kid. I had these books when we were kids, and it just has different articles that the kids can read. It talks about animals. There's poetry in here, and also my favorite, hidden pictures. This keeps kids busy for hours. So if one of my kids have finished their assignment early and they're waiting for further instructions, they'll just pull out their highlight book and start going through the activities in the highlight book. Find the hidden pictures. The black and white ones are the worst because you can't really tell which one is which. My favorite is mostly the colored ones because you can see the different colors and how to locate those. But crossword puzzles, find the hidden pictures, all of that, it's fun. So that brings me to the end of this video. I really hope that was helpful for you. Just to recap, Mondays and Wednesdays we do language arts and history. Tuesdays and Thursdays we do math and science. We do not have classes on Fridays. We don't do lessons on Fridays. We spend that day doing our Sabbath prep, or what I like to call life lessons. So we homeschool 4 days a week, 1 day off, and we're back on Monday if we have to do lessons that day. So thank you for watching this video. Once again, I hope it was helpful. If you have any more questions, send some in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.